I graduated in 2011, and I've been teaching in university IEPs for the past 10 years. And one thing I remember from the program, and I loved back then, that I continue to love to this day, is the balance maintained between theory and practice. So even though we learned many language acquisition theories, we still got to practice through micro teachings, also through the practicum, and just working with our amazing classmates. Because even though I had 2 years of language school classroom teaching experience, I was placed in a community college, and I could not believe how different that was. I had to teach literature, and I remember coming to Leah and saying, Leah, I have no idea how to do this. So I grew a lot from teaching in the community college in my practicum. And when I came out of there, I was like, I can tackle anything. I can do language schools, I could do IEPs, I could do community college. And I don't think I would have had that without the practical focus on the program. Another assignment I remember is when we had to write a proposal for a conference just to pretend, but Leah would grade it. We had the option to submit it to TESOL or not. And I was so intimidated by that, but a few of us did, and we got in, and we were funded to travel to Louisiana. So the school was like, yeah, here's some money, we'll help you out. Why don't you go to Louisiana and have a great time on Bourbon Street while presenting? Ever since that year, that was 2011, I've been presenting in TESOL, CATESOL, or the language education, teacher education conferences, and I cannot tell you how much I've grown from that one moment. It's 10 years later, or what, 9 years later, and I'm here with Leah and Bahia doing this together. And once you become part of this community and you really engage yourself in, you are here forever. And your employers might change, and that's a natural part of growth. But what I find is that the people I connect with, that energy that surrounds the passion that teachers have, continues to carry on and continues to motivate me even through hard times like now. The teachers really care about you. They push you to be your best, and not just as a student getting a grade, but as a human, like really learning about yourself. Overall, I think this was wonderful for me to grow personally and professionally, to get to know classmates that had been all over the world, from different backgrounds, and then work with professors that really had my best interests and continue to have my best interest. Leah and I are still working together. We just published a paper. Woohoo! What's happening with COVID and F1 visa students not being able to get visas, we have seen a decrease in students physically coming to the United States. However, we're seeing an increase in online interest. So I would say that now more than ever, I feel that my degree can connect me to the world, especially since you have to teach online. So I'm looking at more online opportunities and tapping into the online world, because the physical world that we were working in, like students getting an F1 visa, coming here, that is on hold right now a little bit. But our university hasn't stopped being flexible and adapting to student schedules. Like currently our classes are offered at night because that's when it's morning in Asia. And they were able to work out a deal where students could still attend classes online. So that was a huge shift in our field, I think. But then as it progresses, as devastating as that was, I'm finding that now I can teach anyone, anywhere, especially having the degree that I have, because I kind of feel like ESL is like DJing. I don't know if you'd relate to that, but I at some point you get online and you're like, everyone's an ESL teacher, you know, like how everyone started being a DJ. But if you've ever heard a really good DJ like Paul Van Dyke, and if you've paid attention, you'll see, if you watch closely, you'll see what they're doing and you'll be like, yes. So I feel like that's where we're at with ESL. We're like, wow, there's so many teachers. What am I doing here? You know, like all these online things. But really, I think it is possible to detect quality versus quantity, and what a degree can do, and how I stay positive is that what I learned through that is definitely quality.